Hello and welcome. My name is Kyle FtW, and welcome to the beginning of a brand new series here on Kyle FtW 2. This is going to be the start of my Saturday or Sunday night movie, quote unquote, my Sunday night movie series, quote unquote, which is basically we're going to be playing a single player game and enjoying it, just kind of chilling on Sundays. This is a series that I actually just got a brand new idea of like yesterday or something like that, but we're starting off this series with a full playthrough of Fallout New Vegas. I'm not sure if we're going to be doing all of the DLCs or not, but this is my absolute most favorite Fallout game of all time. I absolutely love this game. It's amazing. I've actually completed this game I think 2 or 3 times. I absolutely love it. It's so much fun. And today we're starting a brand new game. We're starting a brand new experience. We're going to play it on, I don't know. I normally tend to play Fallout on normal because I'm on easy because I kind of just want to enjoy it and kind of have fun with it. So I think we're going to do that exact same thing here in this video. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Hope you guys go to enjoy this. We're going to be doing commentary throughout and overall just have a ton of fun with my favorite Fallout game. But without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump into the amazing post-apocalyptic world of Fallout New Vegas.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the new Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Absolutely love that beginning. Love that beginning cutscene. So good. So good. But so I hope everything sounds good with the audio. This is very, very different to Elgato. OBS is very, very different because the game sound isn't automatically reduced, so I kind of have to set it at a point and can't really go back and change that. But as you can see, I do have DLCs installed and stuff, so I have been given some, some other items. So we're not starting from completely fresh. We do have a little bit of things there, but classic pack items added to your inventory. Mercenary pack items added to your inventory. So yeah, we have this stuff already because of the DLCs that I bought, but I don't have to use them, but I probably will because, why not? Never hurts to have those.
How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Sure, I can tell you my name. My name is Kyle. Of course.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now,
really quickly, let me go ahead and turn on all of the subtitles. There we go.
I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place.
Alright, so now we get to create our character. So of course we're going to play as a male. Normally I actually play as a female when I play this game, but because I'm a male and my name is Kyle, we should probably pick a male for this walkthrough. So I'm not gonna spend a lot of time doing this. I'm kind of just gonna go through the presets, find one that looks probably the most like me. That definitely doesn't look like me very much. No, definitely not. No, definitely not. I think the closest one to me was actually this preset right here. I mean, it doesn't look identical, of course. I mean, it won't look identical, but it looks pretty close. Actually, you know what? This guy actually looks a lot like me, but we're gonna make him look a lot more like me. Obviously, my hair color isn't that color. I'm not gonna really mess with any of this stuff. The only thing I'm going to do, actually, this is basically just simple customization to really change the guy, but I'm not gonna do that here. I think the only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make my skin a little. Nope, that's a little bit whiter. Let's make my skin a little bit darker. There we go. Gonna go ahead and head back here. Eye color, brown. I have dark brown eyes. And now we're onto the hair. So my hairstyle, let's see, clean cut, tunnel snake, pompadour, Sarge, waster. None of these hairs will be like mine, because normally I wear a hat in real life. So comb over, Smooth wave. Buzz cut, shaggy suave, pterosaur, definitely not that one. Punked, warhawk, settler, bedraggled. Yeah, that's you know, that's pretty close. Yeah, I like that one. Perfect. All right, we'll select that one as our hair. We'll make that dark brown. Yeah, that's definitely my hair color for sure. And then last but not least, we'll give myself a nice beatnik, the gentleman, most mutton stash. Nice, that is incredible. Let's see here. Which is closest? I know what mine looks like, of course, but that is actually pretty much mine at the moment. But the hair does go up to there, but there's no mustache. Tough guy, mischievous cavalry. Man, don't they have like a generic? A beard that's not too long, but one that's not too short. There's a whole bunch of freaking facial hair in this game, goodness. And that's it. Alright, so the one that's closest to mine is the one that's up here. Mine is definitely not that long, and mine is definitely not that good, but you get what you get in this game, that's for sure. But anyways, that's my character. We are absolutely done. Yes, sir.
I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that matters.
Perfect. So we are pretty much good to go. So I'm going to limit myself to 30 minutes per episode. If we're in the middle of a quest, if we're not in the middle of a quest, 30 minutes I'm going to limit myself, because if I try and record an hour-long video, it takes a millennia to render and a millennia to upload. So we're just going to keep it nice and short, just like with my Minecraft episodes
It ain't a race.
and my other stuff like that. So we're going to keep that where we will keep it. So now we have to do this.
So far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
Okay. So this is basically where we pick, you know, our special attributes. So now is where I kind of want to decide what I want to do for my character. So being that this is a Western game, or it takes place in the West, I kind of want to do kind of a cowboy build, sort of. And I know that that perk will come very, very far in the series. As I said, I play this game a ton. I love this game. It's so, so good. So I'm thinking I want to do a pistol / rifle slinger, pistol, shotgun, and rifle. So I'm going to stay away from heavy weapons and stuff like that. So this affects your melee, unarmed, inventory weight, damage, weapon, and weapon effectiveness. So I think what I'm going to do, we have 5 points to attribute. So I think I'm going to give this a nice 7 for that one. Now we have perception, which affects our lockpick, our explosives, our energy weapons, our accuracy, and our compass range. So I think I'm going to make this probably up to 7 as well. Next we have ourselves endurance, which affects our unarmed, our health, our resistance, and our survival. So I'm going to put 1 to that, and I'm going to get rid of some others. So this is barter, speech, companion, and nerve. I'm going to leave that where it is. I'm going to leave that where it is as well. Guns, definitely going to want to keep that pretty good. I'm going to get that down to 2. I know hurting my luck is probably not the best idea. And I'm going to put 1 to there. Actually, I'm going to put 2 to there because guns is what we're going to be using quite a lot of. Alright, let's go back to charisma very quickly. I want to keep my intelligence pretty okay. I want to move my charisma up quite a bit. So I think I'm going to actually lower this by 1. Yeah, lower this one, endurance, by 1. And then up my charisma by another 1. And then I think that's going to be good. There's really not much you want to change too much with this, but I think this is going to be a pretty good build. Of course, our luck isn't very good, but I never really have a high luck within this game whenever I play Fallout. I just really don't find a need to do that. But there we go. Perfect. So that is done.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered in a bighorn and drop it. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
All right. Sounds good to me.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind.
All right. Dog. I'm going to say... Dog. Feed.
House.
Shelter, burglarize, renovate, target, investment, demolish. I'm going to go for... Shelter. Yeah.
Night.
Night. Campfire, dream, shroud, sleep, treasure, silencer. Gonna go for... I'm gonna go for treasure.
Bandit.
Bandit. Swiss cheese,
Light.
baby. Light. Torch, inspiration, flash, beam, heavy, dark. I'm gonna go for... Light, inspiration.
Mother.
Mother. Caretaker. Perfect.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Strongly agree, agree, no opinion, disagree, strongly disagree. I'm gonna say agree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Strongly agree, and it pretty much is the same from here. So I'm gonna go with this one. Disagree.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
Disagree.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Disagree.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Agree.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
A broken chain, a chemical reaction, a shadow in a door frame, an oozing wound, an angry two-headed ant. I'm gonna go for that one because that one sounds funny.
Okay. How about this one?
I see a priceless work of art. It's some piece of space-age technology. A ship at sea. I'm too embarrassed to say what it looks like. I'm going to go for it's some piece of space-age technology.
Last one.
Now, this one is two bears high-fiving, but there's actually a mod for this game that actually gives you that ability, which is kind of funny. But because I don't have that mod installed, because this is going to be a vanilla playthrough of the game, I'm going to go for a bearded man.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Alright, so let's see what perks we were given. You're giving melee weapons, science, and survival. So these are all great. I'm definitely going to probably keep... Actually, I don't really like any of these, if I'm being completely honest, for the build I want to go for. Science is great, but we can always improve that as we go. So I think I'm going to go for guns. Of course, guns is something that I really want to do, have very, very common here. Medicine, I really, really like, because I want to be a very good karmic character. So I'm actually going to go for... I'm actually going to improve speech quite a bit there. And what should my last one be? What should my last one be here? I have guns, speech. I could do melee weapons, but I think I can just improve that as we go. Repair. Now this one... Now I'm conflicted here. Do I go for lockpick, medicine, or repair? This is very, very difficult. I think I'm going to go for... Lockpicking is so useful. Medicine. The medicine skill determines how many hit points you'll replenish upon using a stim pack and the effectiveness of Radex and Radaway. That's super, super good. Repair. Repair allows you to maintain weapons and apparel. In addition, repair allows you to create items and guns and ammunition at reloading benches. I mean, I can always improve any of these. And the ones that I got selected for, I think are going to be higher anyway. What to do, what to do, what to do. I think I'm gonna go for medicine. It's done. Can't change it
Before
now.
I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Alright, cool. So we get to pick 2 traits here. And now because I have a lot more perks because I have all the DLCs installed for this game. So what do I want to go for? Built to destroy. The flamer that burns twice as bright burns half as long. All weapons have a plus 3% chance of critical hit, but equipment condition decays 15% faster. Okay, that's interesting. Claustrophobia, you have a fear of enclosed spaces, probably because of the mutants that live there. You gain 1+1 is special attributes when outside, but suffer a -1 when indoors. Interesting. Is that pretty useful? Yeah, that's pretty useful, but we're going to be, I don't know, we're going to be both inside and outside quite a bit in this series, so it really doesn't matter. Hey, early risers. Enjoy a +2% to each of your special attributes from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m., but suffer a -1 from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. when you're not at your best. Okay, definitely don't want that one. While using guns and energy weapons, you fire 20% more quickly, but your shots are 20% less accurate. 4 eyes. While wearing any type of glasses, okay, definitely not going to do that one. Good natured. Your good nature's at heart. More prone to solving problems with your mind than violence. You gain +5 to barter, medicine, repair, science, speech, but have a -5% to energy weapons, explosive guns, melee weapons, and unarmed. That's a sacrifice, but it's very, very good. So that's definitely one I'm going to probably pick. But we have your melee. Definitely not going to use that one. We are a melee player. You gain +25 pounds to your carrying capacity, but suffer a -1 to all attributes anytime your weight drops below 160 pounds. Interesting. Okay. Hot-blooded. When your health drops below 50%, you gain 10% more damage, but you also suffer -2 to your agility and perception attributes. So we're definitely going to do that one for sure for our first one. You have +10 action points, but your reckless nature causes you to have -2 damage threshold. Okay, definitely don't want that one. Logan's loophole. No one's going to put you out to pasture because you're going to stay young and level 30 forever. You'll never again become addicted to chems, and they'll last twice as long, but after 30, you can kiss experience, perks, and skill points goodbye. So definitely don't, I'd never really wanted to use that one ever, because it's, you know, getting past level 30, while that's not really that common, at least for me, is just, I don't know. If I ever get past that, I don't want to be limited. Loose cannon, frag grenades, don't really care about that too much. You're skilled but not experienced. You gain +5 points to every skill, but you suffer 10% from experience gained from now on. Small frame, trigger discipline. When using guns and energy weapons, you fire 20% more slowly, but are 20% more accurate. Okay, and then wild wasteland, which is one I'm not going to use. So trigger discipline and hot-blooded. Yep, I'm gonna do those.
Alright, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Okay. And by the way, I'm gonna make this first episode a little bit longer, so probably I'll go 45 minutes for this first episode. Again, I'm gonna definitely keep them all under less than an hour. So, but while he goes over there, we can kind of, I mean, luckily we're able to pretty much take anything we want. Anti-venom, stim pack, medical brace, don't really need that for much. Is there anything over here? Nope, not really. Paperweight, ashtray, ophthalmoscope, don't need that for sure. Let's see, what else do we have in here that we can grab? Anything in here? Nope. Nothing over here either. Is there anything in this footlocker? No, it's empty. Have we discovered, or, oh, yes, this is what I was looking for. I was looking for this room. I think I grabbed some stuff we really don't need, but that's alright. Cram, ammunition box. There we go. Footlocker, bottle cap. We can grab some of that food if we want, but we really don't. I'm not going to grab any of that food. Alright, that dresser is empty. I don't think there's any other food here. Yeah, that's alright. I think we pretty much got everything out of here that we can get at this point. Ah, never mind, I lied. Nope, never mind, I'm right. Yeah, that's basically the one you want to look for. So let's go ahead and talk to Doc Mitchell.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
Thanks for patching me up, Doc.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Hardcore mode. Fallout New Vegas allows you to play in a new hardcore mode that greatly increases the challenge of the game. In this mode, Stimpaks heal over time and cannot mend broken limbs. Radaway removes radiation over time. Ammunition has weight, and dehydration is a constant concern. This mode is only recommended for advanced players. You may turn hardcore mode on or off at any time in the gameplay menu, but if you activate hardcore mode now and maintain it through the end of the main storyline, you will receive a special reward. Would you like to activate hardcore mode? No. No, I'm definitely not good enough for that. So we'll go ahead and have a nice conversation.
For so long, but if you have any questions, I'll answer what I can.
We'll have a nice conversation with Doc Mitchell. I need medical supplies.
Sure.
So basically we can buy stuff from him, and that hopefully didn't have too much of an impact. I don't know why that decided to pop up when it did. So we'll go ahead and exit out of that. So we won't do too much talking right now. Why not? So we'll say, my wounds still hurt a little. Can you give me something for the pain, Doc?
Of course. You've been through a lot. Ain't much, but these'll do you right if the pain flares up.
The best way to get some more medical supplies. So we'll say, tell me about yourself, Doc.
Well, I already told you I came from a vault. After that, I was a traveling doctor for a spell. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Most folks out here ain't educated, so people with medical know-how are hard to come by. I found that I could help a lot of people with what I knew, and that was all right with me. Eventually, I went back and married my childhood sweetheart, and that was the end of my traveling days. Didn't miss it none then. Still don't.
What town is this?
This here's Good Springs, named after the water we got here, just down the road to the southeast. Good Springs Source, they call it. It's a quiet town, and that's how we like it. We don't go looking for trouble, though occasionally it sees fit to come looking for us.
You said before you had something taken from you.
Well, ain't we all, right? That was a long time ago. I don't pay it much mind anymore.
What else can you tell me about Good Springs?
Well, there's a general store just up the road, run by a fella named Chet. He don't got nothing fancy, but he's got your basics covered. If you're looking to wet your whistle, just past Chet's is the Prospector Saloon. The bartender there, Trudy, knows everyone in town. Other than that, there's not much to see. Just people trying to scratch out a living.
Who was it that rescued me?
That'd be Victor. Curious fella. He's sort of odd, and I don't just mean 'cause he's a robot. I couldn't tell you much about him. He's real friendly, don't get me wrong. You just get the sense that ain't the whole picture. Just a feeling. He keeps to himself, mostly. You want to know more about him, you'll have to ask him yourself. He has a shack on the southern edge of town.
Do you know anything about the man that shot me?
I didn't see him or the men with him. You might ask around town, though. Could be someone saw which way they was headed. Your best bet would probably be Trudy, the bartender at the saloon up the road. If anyone saw anything, she'd know about it.
Goodbye.
You take care now.
And we are done. So, now I think it's time to leave. I think it is time to leave our area. So, of course, this will be pretty much an uncut playthrough, but as we like are moving through things, I think I might cut a little bit, but I don't know for sure. Old World Blues, you got any fragmented signal on your Pip-Boy? A coded transmission of some sort with a jazzy undercurrent that makes your head hurt. As far as you can tell, it appears to be an invitation to the midnight science fiction feature at the drive-in. Please arrive early to catch the trailer. So this is, of course, one of the DLCs. As I already mentioned, Happy Trails Expedition. This is another one of the DLCs. Again, we'll play that if this series does well, or I feel like doing it. Your Pip-Boy received a signal. Okay, The Reunion. Again, this is another DLC. Lonesome Road added. Favorite DLC of all time in Fallout. And this is the nice town of Goodsprings here. So what I think I'll do, actually, is I have myself a radio. Now, obviously, I won't be playing the Mojave Music Radio or the Radio New Vegas because copyright. But I'm pretty sure this will just play jazz that's not copyrighted, I think. I don't know for sure, though. We'll keep it on for a while, but now let's go ahead and check out what I have. So, let me close that very quickly. So I have a 9mm pistol, binoculars, broad machete, mercenary grenade rifle, sturdy caravan shotgun, throwing spear, and weathered 10mm pistol. And then for my armor, I have an armored Vault 13 jumpsuit, lightweight leather armor, lightweight metal armor, and tribal raiding armor. So, what I think I'm going to do for this, for my initial armors, I'm going to go ahead and put on my armored Vault 13 jumpsuit for now. And I think, how do we... Okay, that's right. That is how you select a weapon. There we go. That looks pretty nice. Alright, cool. So, let's go ahead and head over to Sierra Madre. Again, that's another DLC. Let me pull out my... I mean, we really don't need this pistol out right now, but I'll keep it out just to have it. But, alright, let's go ahead and talk to... Actually, let's see what our quests are right now. We have ourselves data, quests. We have ourselves back in the saddle. Talk to Sunny Smiles in the Prospector Saloon. And these will stay there for a while. They went that way. They went that way. This is basically the main quest. So we won't stay right along the main quest for the entire playthrough, because Fallout works in the way that you can't kind of just jump through the game very, very quickly. You have to kind of take your time through it. Plus, there's really no rush. This is a Sunday night chill video to have. I'm going to try and get this up at 7 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time every single night. So, of course, that's 9 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. Pacific. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So we'll go ahead and talk to Sunny Smiles very quickly. But before we do that, why don't we talk to this guy, this robot over here, this curious fellow here, who is Victor. Yep.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Thanks for digging me out of that grave.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
How did you happen to find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Do you know who those men were who attacked me?
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
How did you end up in Goodsprings?
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any.
I've never seen a robot like you before.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Alright, see you later.
Happy trails!
Perfect. Alright, so now that we have talked to Victor, got a little bit of backstory about the game, we can go ahead and talk to this guy over here, whose name is Easy Pete.
Howdy.
What can Easy Pete do for you?
Do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Why are you called Easy Pete?
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now, just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
You were a prospector, like digging for gold and silver?
Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it.
Did you ever find anything good while prospecting?
Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
What's wrong with the NCR?
Don't get me wrong. The NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Good Springs and Prim don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away.
Tell me about the Legion.
They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them.
What's so important about Hoover Dam?
The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory.
What do you use the Bighorners for?
Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered.
Do you know anything about Victor?
The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be.
Alright, thanks Easy Pete. See you later.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Very, very good advice. Alright, let's head inside the Prospector Saloon.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Doc Mingle said you could teach me to survive in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Sounds like a deal. I'm just gonna turn that off. Copyright. But before we do that, let's go ahead and talk to... I guess we can't really talk to anybody in here right now. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this quest very quickly. I think we'll end the first video after this, I think. Actually, we have a little bit more time.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Okay.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim.
All right.
Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
I'm in.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Sounds good to me. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a different weapon. Actually, yeah, I'll grab a different weapon. think I'll use... No, I'll keep my varmint rifle out. Sweet. All right. Let's follow our friend here. But yeah, this game is very, very fun. I love it. I mean, I'm a big fan of Fallout in general, but this one has always just been my favorite. And I think, I mean, obviously, the radio is country music, and country music's my favorite type of music. But I obviously can't play that for copyright issues and stuff like that. But that's part of it. But I also really like the story, and I just really, really enjoy the game. I love running around with rifles and old, like, Western revolvers and rifles and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. So, but yeah, Fallout 3 I've played all the way through. I've played through all of Fallout 4. I've played through not all of Fallout 76. That game just wasn't really for me. But I absolutely love Fallout. It's kind of that game, that single player game that I really, really, really love playing. So, but I love playing on this new graphics card that I got months ago at this point. But I played this game on a laptop before my PC was upgraded, and before that, I mean, this ran on my old PC setup, but it runs amazingly well now on this PC setup.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Sounds good. Gotta be sneaky.
Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
Ooh, I see him. Let's go ahead and enter VATS. Do we have a shot? Yeah, we do. Nice. Are there any others? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's two. Dang, I was hoping to get a sneak critical, but it's alright. Alright, let's go ahead and loot these guys. Grab the gecko meat off of them. Oh, he didn't have any. Sad face. Same with this one over here. Yes, it did have some. Good. Alright, beautiful. Pretty simple. I may actually turn this jazz music off. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it off. I mean, I like it, but...
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Sure, I'll come with you.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
See, now this is a smart quest to do at the beginning, because I mean, you get a lot more. You get a lot more ammo. She gives you a lot of ammo for your weapon as well. So, and that's nothing but a good thing. Because ammo is, this is one of those single player games where you have to loot your ammo and all that stuff. Or for those of you guys who don't know, anyway. Dang, I wanted to try and get a lot of them because you get XP. You don't get XP if you don't kill them, I don't think. Cool, alright. I'm pretty sure a settler is going to end up fighting one of them over here, so let's try and... Yep, I knew it. Well, we got one. I'm trying to help you. Aw, man. I tried. I couldn't shoot fast enough without shooting you. Well, that's just how the cookie crumbles, I guess, at times. Okay. Talk to Sonny about your reward, alright. I tried my best. I did the best I could there. Alright, cool. We'll take this meat. And now we'll talk to Sonny Smiles.
Ah, hell's bells. There's not a day passes by I don't tell people not to come here by themselves. Some people, your word just isn't good enough for them. Then this happens. Well, it's a part of life out here. best to accept it. But you did what you promised, staying out here with me. Here's my end of the deal. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Couldn't hurt.
All right then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Alrighty, well there we go, guys. That's going to do it for my very first episode. I'm going to try and figure out how to get into third person. Q is auto sprint, X, Z, C, V, B, and H. No, I think we'll just do this. Well, there we go, guys. I'm going to do it for episode 1 of Fallout New Vegas for my Sunday night game night is probably a better name to call it. Saturday night game night. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun today, and I'm very, very excited to play through Fallout New Vegas with you guys. Normally, I'd play this by myself, and it's a lot of fun that way, but it would be even more fun doing it with a video with you guys. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like, and I will see you guys all on another episode of this series next Sunday. But of course, I will see you on more videos very, very soon.